Hey everyone, this is going to be a little tutorial on how to use pivot tables for Excel. So what we want to do is have your data that you've collected. Make sure it's in this column format, that every bit of information has a label on top. That needs to happen first and foremost across all of your information. So that's the first step in setting up a proper table to be used for a pivot table. Now, what we want to do is go to Insert right here, click that, and hit Pivot Table. Now it's going to ask for the range of data that you'd like. So I'm going to start with the top left corner, and I'm going to drag all the way through to the time periods that I wanted, and then go all the way down. Now make sure that you get all of your information and don't highlight like an extra empty row, because it'll mess up your data. So I'm right at that corner where I need to be. And now make sure you click New Worksheet, just be a little cleaner. And once both of those are done, click OK. And now this is the kind of setup for this. So to your right, we have all of those column labels listed. So imagine this being a way to set up an X and Y coordinate graph for any one of these that you choose. So there's a lot of options, and it's really nice. So what I'm going to do is start with cities, because that's what I wanted, and I'm going to drop that in the rows column. So now I have all the cities listed here. I like to see a breakdown of cities and villages, just because I'm curious, and I'm going to put that before the city, as you can see. So now I have cities and villages, and then each of those broken down individually. Now if I were to switch them, just give me something else, but I think this is a little easier to look at. So let's go down to the other thing that we wanted, which was total hours available per day through per week and whatnot. So I'm going to click this, and I'm actually going to drop this in the sum value. Now I do that because if I don't, I kind of get a breakdown that's really hard to understand. So just trust me on this one, and you can experiment yourself based upon what kind of data you're presenting. So I'm going to do that. So it's really nice. I have a very quick and easy setup. It even gives me grand totals per villages, per everything. Everything's in a nice column setup. I can grab specific data and boom, 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 get what I need. So now that you have what you want set up and you want to examine, here's where the real fun begins. So click up here on Pivot Chart, and obviously you have endless amount of options. I'm just gonna kind of just choose one. Doesn't really matter. Let's go column 3D. Okay, click that and click OK, and boom, it spits out a graph for me. Everything's already labeled based on what I have. It's kind of already done for you. You know how long it can take to set up an actual graph in Excel. It could take forever. You got to click on Set Data, Adjust, blah blah blah. So let's blow this bad boy up. Right click and then go to Move Chart, and you want to click New Sheet. Just be a little easier to look at. And that's what we have. So this is a real quick method on what to do. You can imagine the endless possibilities on what you're doing. You can switch X and Y by really quickly. So all right, well, that was how you do it. Now go out and make some pivot tables.